It looks like I'm on. Not so sure. Yeah. What y'all quarantined up doing tonight? Well, I got tackled here, and my team of amazing supporters and amazing people in my life uh, have started my documentary. Super fun, super emotional too, super enlightening. And I just decided to jump on here real quick with y'all. It's late. I figured if I'm up, everybody need to be up. Anyway, I just, wanted to jump on here real quick because in filming this new segment of our TV show, the new, I shouldn't say segment, but new series, it started a couple of weeks ago. It's called She Speaks, the Power in Her Voice. And with this beginning part of it, and also these amazing people in my life, my tribe, who are helping with the documentary, had me open up about my life. And I just give all the glory to God. And it just made me think about my sisters and all the women around the world that have suffered and have survived rape, domestic violence, you know, trauma in their life, and they still walk around packing, and I mean packing some confidence and packing some love for folk and, packing success and packing victory and triumph, and they doing some amazing things around this world. And, I just thank God for my tribe. I got some amazing people in my circle, you know, and, you know, obviously God has placed them in my life for a reason and placed me in their lives for a reason. So, I was just thinking about my sisters. I had to get on here real quick, so talk to me. If y'all on here and y'all up to talk to a sister, I was over here almost crying off my eyelashes, just because God is so awesome. They were tears of joy, y'all, tears of joy. That God can turn any situation around. So y'all talk to me. If y'all on there, y'all up to, just say what's up to a sister. Say peace, say love, happiness, joy, all that. Send a prayer up for all the women around the world. This month is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And quite frankly, it should be every single month. It should be every single day. And so I just want to shout out to all of the young girls, young ladies, women, and in so many cases, men that are survivors. They are bold sisters and brothers that are survivors of this heinous crime. We must speak up. We must speak out. We really must talk to our children about what's good touch and what's bad touch. And we also need to talk to our young people, who have, gone through this thing. They've made it through. Some of them didn't make it through. Sometimes, it bogged them down and they committed suicide or they became, not good pillars in the community. But those that made it through, and those that, are much like myself, trying to make a difference around the world, speaking up and speaking out, and pushing through all those things. And they ain't scared to talk, really, we send a prayer out to y'all. We send a prayer out to y'all. We send some love I send love to all of y'all that made it through any type of sexual assault, domestic violence, any of those crimes, because they're heinous. They are heinous. They suck. And silence sucks. And I'm not just talking about the people who have been affected by this thing. Okay? I'm not talking about just those people who've been affected where there's silence. I'm talking about us. You don't have to go through it to be an advocate of awareness of this pandemic, epidemic, because it's all that. You don't have to be affected to be an advocate. We have to speak up. So I call to action the dads out there, the mamas out there, the grandmas, the teachers, the coaches, the ministers, the pastors. Speak up, speak out, talk to our young girls and our young boys about this thing. Don't let it creep up on them and they don't know what to do. They don't have a rule of engagement. They don't get a book for this thing. They do not get a book for it. This stuff happens and, you can't just tell them God's going to get you through it. They don't know what to do. A lot of them don't even know God. That's real talk. I didn't. I was young. Didn't know him. Heard about him. I was dragged to church, but I didn't know. I didn't know to pray. As much as I did, I learned to pray, right? I didn't know what the rules of engagement were back then. I had no clue. No clue. My mom laid a great foundation for me to push and to fight. Everybody doesn't get that chance. And so many of our young people are casualties of this war. And we need to stop it. We need to stop being so scared. Stop being so cultural that what happens in the home stays in the home. We really need to stop it because we are losing our young people at an alarming rate. When they've been raped and they don't know who to talk to or even to talk. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to pull themselves back up and run on. They don't get it. And so it's our responsibility, clergy, coaches, teachers, parents, grandmama and them, aunties and uncles, sister girls, friends. As uncomfortable as this conversation is, it has to happen. It must happen. And there's so many of us that made it through, that survived, and we still struggle. We still struggle. So I say to y'all, there's help out there. A whole bunch of quarantine time. And right now we're sitting around. A lot of us are sitting around and we're soaking in that pain from the past. And I say, you can pull yourself out of that thing. Pull yourself out of it. Listen, you can pull yourself out of it. So listen, I tell you, I was here at my team shooting this for the next show series. And I just had to think, I was thinking about my sister girls, thinking about each and every one of you all. So I say stand tall, keep pushing. You can do it. You still have so much opportunity out there and so many things that God has in store for you to do on this journey called life. He tailor-made you for a reason. It doesn't matter what happened in your past. It doesn't matter who knows about it, because by the grace of God, there goes they. There's a lot out there for you to do. You can do it. I believe in you. So many people are rooting for you. Okay? Push through that thing. Girl, put your lipstick back on. Straighten up your wig if you got one. Straighten up your turban if you got one. Clip those earrings on. Fix that dress. Roll up your sleeves. And keep fighting like a girl. Because you can. You can. You can. Tighten up the wig. Tighten up the wig. Tighten up my wig. And don't let anybody make you feel less than fearfully and wonderfully made. You can be all that you want to be, even though you survived rape, even though you survived domestic violence. You can be all that you desire to be. God is rooting for you. He's rooting for you. So again, as I close out, I was thinking about my sister girls. As I close out, y'all, have the conversation. Have the conversation. You got a few more weeks in this month, and then you can take it on for the rest of the year. But have the conversation with your friends, your girlfriends, with your sister girls. Have the conversation. Don't keep burying this thing called sexual assault. You open that thing up. You talk about it. You share. If you don't have a girlfriend that you can talk to, you've got a girlfriend. I'm sure you've got a girlfriend somewhere you can talk to, you can confide in. There are many counselors out there. In our culture, a lot of times we're told, take some tussing for it. You ain't got to go to no counselor. Girl, I'm going to tell you, you need prayer. And sometimes you need a psychiatrist, okay? You're a psychologist, psychiatrist, somebody you can talk to, social work, all that, okay? And sometimes you need all that together to get through this thing, okay? I always tell people, faith works. Faith does not wait, doesn't wait. Okay. So you got to do some work, and God, places all these resources out there for us, other people in our life, professionals in our life, pastors, clergy member, ministers, elders. They're all in our life for a reason. Talk to somebody. Talk to them. Pick up the phone, call them, cry on their shoulder, snot and tears, do all that. Okay? And let's move past it. But most importantly, let's talk about it. Stop burying it under the rug, because I tell you, I did it for many, 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 many years. And I kept tripping up over that thing. And I got way too much light in me to be dim. Not happening. And something that happened in my past is not going to stop me. No. Because we were built to last. We were built to take a licking and keep on ticking. And I'm going to tell you, when I tell you, unapologetically me, I do not look what I've been through. I mean that thing. And everything's not in this book. And everything doesn't have to be. What needs to be representative is what God has done for me. He gets all the glory. And he gets all the glory for you too. Push through, girl. You can do it. And for the guys out there that have been sexually assaulted or domestically violated, the same thing for you. Push through, my brother. You too can do great things, and the world is ready to hear your voice. There's somebody that looks just like you that's going through, and they don't have anybody to talk to. And sometimes they turn to this crazy thing called suicide. It's real. Or they crawl under a rock and they're no good for society. Or they act out. It's real. It's real. And I'm going to tell you, mental illness is real. Okay? We don't like to talk about this stuff, but it has to be spoken about, because our people are dying left and right. And I don't mean just dying in death, but their confidence is dying. Their calling has died. Their ministry is dying, because they are dying on the inside from pain that happened many, many years ago. And they don't think that they can move past it. They don't have that tribe. So I say, be the tribe of somebody that you know has gone through this, okay? Sister girls, I love you much. Love you long time. And I just was thinking about all y'all, okay? Near and dear to my heart's my sisters and our young people. Our young people. All right? Y'all be well. Have a great night. They have hijacked me, so I got a little bit more time to do this interview. Got a couple of more minutes. Y'all know me. If anybody who knows me, y'all know I can talk. I can talk you under the table, then get under the table and talk you back up. Okay? So yeah. So I'm real passionate about this thing called awareness. And so, real passionate about what God has done in my life. And so I'm being obedient to my sisters and my brothers. Oh, and the documentary is coming soon. They're working on that, and I just thank God for them, because I tell you one thing, favor will get you where finance won't. Favor will get you where finance won't. And if you spend enough time treating enough people right, God will get you what you ask for and what you deserve. Amen. He's giving out grace like that. He's just fanning out grace. You get it, you get it, you get it, you get it. Anyway, talk to you all later. Love you long time, and can't wait to touch bases with y'all next week. Keep hope alive, and also remember, just have the conversation. Have the conversation, y'all. Have the conversation. Speak up and speak out. Bye. See you later.